Hey everyone, welcome to the Canine Culture Podcast, where we talk about everything dog. Q&As with veterinarian professionals, rescue operators, everyday topics. We cover everything dog on this podcast. So make sure you subscribe to the Canine Culture Podcast on your favorite podcast platform, and make sure you're following us on social media on both Instagram and Facebook. Thanks again for listening. Now here's that next episode. Hey everyone, welcome to the Canine Culture Podcast. This is your host, Brittany, and today we are talking about the tech that keeps dogs safe and calm at night. We have a special guest today, Derek Washington. He is the founder and owner of DCS LEDs. So Derek, thank you for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me.
So Derek, you know a lot about lights. You know a lot about a lot of things. Tell us about yourself, tell us about your job, and then tell us about DCS LEDs.
Well, I'm a retired robotics engineer. I worked for Fanic Robotics for about 30 years, teaching and troubleshooting robots out on the major companies such as Ford, Chrysler, General Motors, and I've also been into the other foreign companies such as BMW, Mercedes. But I wanted to retire and start crafting products for dogs. Well, an LED. So I found a product for a guitar strap that I had in the closet for years as I was cleaning my closet out. And then I perfected it, thinking that because it doesn't exist, and I created these guitar straps and got patents for it, and it took off pretty well. So then I thought, what can I do for my dog? My dog, I got ran over, I don't want to say that, I don't want to talk about it, but got hit by a car. And I thought if the car could have seen my dog, it would have swerved, at least try to miss my dog. My dogs get up in age and not moving as fast, and we're yelling, screaming, and then he got hit. So I don't want to go into that tear-jerking moment right now, but that made me come up with this product to try to have a person be able to push a little button and activate their collar, and it would light right up as soon as they press the button. And if they wanted to flash, in case they thought the person who was driving a car or truck couldn't see their loved one or their furry friend, they could press the button a second time, it would start flashing. And if they want to make it flash faster, they can press it a third time, it'll flash even faster, and then the fourth time it turns it off. So this is the kind of product that you don't have to kneel down and turn on or touch the dog, and it works within 100 yards at 360 degrees. If you go camping, a lot of people go camping, they bring their furry friend with them, and they're looking for their dog, and they can't find them, even if you call the dog's name out several times. But you can press this button. It's just a key fob. You can add it to your keys, and it will light your precious loved one up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know how often I let my dogs out at 4 a.m. and they go around the side of the house where it's pitch black and I can't see anything?
Yeah.
And they know I can't see them. And if I were able to just hit a button and light them up, to be like, where are you? What are you into? So that could be helpful for not even going on walks, but just whenever they're out in the morning and making sure that they're safe
I
and
hear
being
this
able
often.
to see them.
Yeah, I hear they say my backyard is like wetlands or whatever, and my dog goes out there, and I don't know where he's at. He just disappears. But if I had that product, which many times I sell people that particular product to solve that problem, because a lot of times people ask, what problem does it solve? Well, you want to know where your dog is, and you want to be able to find your dog. It also can act as a deterrent. If you have a small dog and you want to deter other wild animals from approaching your dog, it can scare off other animals as well.
Yeah, that's great. Here in Florida, we have to worry about that with the hawks, and we kind of have like a similar wetland situation. So you never know what creatures are going to be back there. And I have small, little dogs, little Pomeranians. So, and they think they're huge. So they try to buck up to these bigger animals. So they need a deterrent on them, That's
correct. It worked perfectly. Instead of you yelling and screaming, look out, run, or, you can just press the button. It lights them right up.
Right.
So
there's definitely a difference in reflective gear and illuminated gear, right? Yes. And so I think even as a runner, I'm like, oh, this is reflective, it's fine. But that's not really that accurate, and especially on dogs. So tell us kind of like where there's a differentiation in how it's better to be illuminated versus just reflective.
Well, I'm glad you asked that. They have a product out that most people have purchased quite often that's a neon light. And it comes in these cute colors, red, green, or blue, or you can buy it. And they attach it to their dogs, but that is not as bright as white LEDs. My LEDs can be seen from miles away. Actually, I've tested it many times, but the neon light thing that they use doesn't work as well. I guess I'm repeating myself. I don't have to repeat myself, but it just happens to be a better product, and that's why I have more of my faith in, and I believe it works better. And I've done cross showing pictures and videos of showing the difference between how one works better than the other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So for your LED products, so for dogs, you have a harness and then you have a leash, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then do those come in different colors, but all with a white light, or what's the options there?
They come in different sizes. I have 8 different sizes. I have
Okay.
small, medium, large, extra large, and then I have 1XL, 2XL, 3XL, and 4XL. So every dog that's out there, I have a size for that particular dog. And I've also come up with another product. You were talking about creating new products. I've ran across some dogs that didn't really like to put their head through the harness.
Mm-hmm.
So I made it so that it snaps on. And I've tested on many dogs, and it works perfect. It doesn't come off unless you unsnap it, and snaps on. So you can just wrap around a dog's neck and snap it on. So it's better than the other harnesses that are already out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I know one issue that we have with a lot of our lighting products, I was telling you before we came on here, especially like when I'm running with my products, either they're not rechargeable, so they're only good for, however many
Yep.
weeks or months,
The blades
or they only recharge with like a funky little cable that you can only get a certain
Yeah.
place. So
Yeah.
how are your products rechargeable, and like what do they use to recharge?
They are rechargeable, and they on a full charge nonstop. It will last about 9 hours, sometimes longer. I can remember during Halloween, I had one outside my home for Halloween, and we left it on from 6 o'clock. Came back the next morning, it was still lit. And that's 12 hours, 15
Wow.
hours later. So it varies, I guess, probably with the temperature or so, but it stays for a long time. Plus, you wouldn't leave it on all the time. It's the kind of thing that you only turn on at nighttime, usually. And it comes with a charging cable. And it comes on the charge side. It'll let you know that it's being charged. This little red light says being charged. And once it's fully charged, the little red light will go out. So it takes about maybe, if it was dead, maybe an hour, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours at best to charge it, to give it a full charge.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's quicker
Yeah.
than my headphones.
Oh,
And it
yeah.
stays charged longer than my headphones.
Yeah, I love it.
And so how has the like comfort and durability been of the harnesses? Have you seen that the harnesses have been pretty durable, or are they sometimes easy to break if you have a rough dog?
They're not easy to break if you have a rough dog, and they're very durable. I was going to comment also, like we went to a festival called Battle of the Bullies, and these are bulldogs, and typically bulldogs' head is a lot larger than their body many times, So that's when I made the snap-on type of harness where you can place it around the dog's neck. The beauty of mine, instead of just being LEDs around the neck as some would have it, it forms a T. So you have it around the neck and down the chest, and it lights up the ground in front of. I used to call it pet flashlight, because dogs are always looking around trying to. They're just snooping around, and you don't know. I don't know what
Yeah.
they're looking for. They're looking for something. So I had called it pet flashlight for the longest, and that went for a while. But there's somebody else and myself that came up with Shiny Pet, and that's the name of it now. But yeah, they're very comfortable. I haven't seen any dog chew through. I heard some people, they were chewing through their harnesses and collars and stuff. I said, well, how does he? I don't know how the dog can get to the collar.
Oh, I
chew
have
through
one
it.
dog that he's done it multiple
Yeah,
times. The
okay.
way he gets his lower jaw and he works it in there,
Really?
I cannot explain it to you. It doesn't make
Okay.
any sense.
Okay, so it does happen. So I have
Yeah.
never seen it happen, but I heard people say that. But all the ones I've sold, I've had no one come back and tell me that the dog has chewed through that particular. It's a mesh, and it's a very flexible, soft mesh. It's not pressing, doesn't leave a mark on your dog like some collars will leave a ring or a mark on them, and
Right.
it doesn't do that. It's very soft and breathable, and it can get wet.
Oh, good. Okay.
Without, yes.
Okay, so if you were down at the beach and it was, right before sunrise, it would be okay if they ran in the water with it
If
on?
they ran in water, and it would
Oh.
still light up.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
And you mentioned it lights up the ground, and that made me think one of my dogs, he can't see well at night. And so we
Oh,
actually have
I have to
uh,
use that.
I know, I know. On our bed, we've got stairs and we've got motion sensor lights for him because he's bougie and needs things like that.
Uh-huh.
Oh, something like that would be helpful for him because he gets a little
Yeah.
bit nervous or a little bit anxious and skittish when he
Yeah.
can't see. And so if that's lighting up the ground, that's helping him. So people can see him, he can see the ground. That's
Thank
great.
you,
I didn't even think
Brittany.
about that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I have to pay you some revenues here. I
Yeah,
like
you
that.
need that. You need that for the older dogs. That's what you need
Right.
it for, the older
Right.
dog.
Well, dog,
Or
I never thought about that. 'Cause I know a lot of times they rely on their sense of smell many
Mhm.
times, what they smell out there. But yeah, there are some dogs that are having some visual optic problems, and that is a good key to use on saying that with this LED dog harness, they'll be able to see better at
right.
night. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, and especially like if we're traveling or if we're out of town, we're in an unfamiliar place, they're even more anxious. They can't rely on their smell. I feel like something like this is helpful to be able to just visualize what's around them. And it's helpful too, like if you're walking your dog in tall grass, especially in Florida, that light might help you see, is there a snake? Is there a
Right.
gator? If you don't want to run up on that and not be able to see it. So also kind of helpful for that, honestly.
It would be because your dogs are always willing to challenge uh, things like snakes or alligators or other
Hmm.
dogs or any little small rodent that's out there. They want to chase after because they're feeling that they're dominant on that. So
Hmm.
I don't know if people could see, but here is the key fob.
Okay.
And sometimes I found out that if you live in an area where there's a lot of cell towers,
Hmm.
and it may not work the full 100 yards, so I added a little antenna on here, so
Oh.
that yeah, so you can just pull this back. Here's the button.
Huh.
Let's have one. Let's see if we can see this. And uh, turn it on. On.
Hmm.
I'm just pressing the button. So you flash slow. Press the button
Uh-huh.
again. Flash fast. Let me turn the light out. Let's see, maybe look better.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in total darkness. Oh yeah, my light. Yeah.
Oh,
So
there we go.
you
Okay.
go solid. Press the button. Flash it.
Hmm.
Press the button again. Faster. And turn it off. So this does come with a 2025 or 2032 little coin battery, but I've had these things for like 3 years, and
Yeah.
they still work. And this is the little charger here inside,
Okay.
and it folds up under in this little pouch here, and everything. I guess I could show it in this pouch.
Hmm.
So in case, let's say I lost this got come up missing. I can't find it. It's not on my
Right.
keys. I don't know what happened. You can still manually push this little button
Okay.
and still work.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Easy enough.
And because I got them so, here's the other beautiful part. I got them so that if you have 10 dogs, in your case you have 3, if you had 10 or 15 dogs, one remote control can turn on 10 dogs or 30 or 100 dogs. So if you call me and say, hey, we lost our remote control, I can send you a remote control. You don't have to program it or do anything special to it. It will still work. So this will work on 100 dogs. They all programmed to work the same way. So
Wow.
for a person
That's
that
great.
walks a lot of dogs, he or she could turn on one remote control.
Yeah.
And this is the dog leash, the
Hmm.
options that you have. Right. You just push the button
Hmm.
so you can make it go in a direction.
Oh.
So when you walking a person, I know you said you've seen someone else walking with one, but this one has directional light, or
Yeah.
you can make you can make it stay solid,
Okay.
or you can make it flash the whole
Yeah.
entire loop. So you got 3 choices. Oh, of course, the 4th button will turn it completely off. And it's rechargeable as well.
And then do you use the remote or is that when you just click
No.
on and off on
Yeah, because
on
you
the
have
leash?
you should have the leash in your hand anyway. So no, it doesn't reach remote.
Hey, you
But
never know.
yeah, you're right. But it's a huge on and off button right here. It's a huge button.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
people can't
It's
miss it. But
easy.
then, it depends on when you were born. maybe if you're, a baby boomer, you still might not recognize this as an on and off button. So,
I mean, hey, in Florida, we have so many elderly people who are out kind of
yeah.
walking their dogs, especially right now. Well, when this episode comes out, the time will have changed, thank goodness. But right now it
Okay.
gets dark at 5, and they're out there walking in the dark. They can't see. I can't see their dog. So this helps them too because now
You're right.
they can see and they don't have to
You're right.
carry a flashlight.
You're right. Yeah, well,
You're
especially when you
solving
got
problems.
aggressive dogs who like to pull you. You have this leash, and people oncoming traffic will see that leash attached to you. So that's where the safety vest comes in also. If you have
Yeah.
my safety vest, so then you'll be all lit up so that no one can hit you by their car, or
And for
truck.
anyone listening, I already told Derek that he has to make something for the runners because we
Yes.
need lights. We're looking crazy out there right now. Some of us
Yeah.
got a dang headlamp on. Sometimes I wear the light from my bicycle. You never know what I'm going to be out there with.
Yeah.
So, hey, I might even wear a dog harness. Honestly, at this point,
In my subdivision, it's such a great feeling because I've sold a few in my subdivision. I used to leave out sometimes going to work at 4 or 5, 6 in the morning sometimes,
Mhm.
walking. In the summertime, they walk in at about 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning. And sometimes it'll be foggy outside or it'll be dark. And I would see them with my safety vest or my dog harness or one of the three, and it's just a great feeling to see my products being used.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'll be nice in Florida.
Yeah. And you talked about different sizes. Do you have a sizing chart on your website so people know like what size they should order?
Dude, I'm trying to remember if I took it off because it was I had either it was in inches and I wanted to be in metric, or I had it in metric and I wanted to be in inches. It was one of the two that happened, and I can easily put it back on there, but I'm revamping some of that website right now as we speak.
Okay.
Yeah, I do have a chart, and they could contact me and I can send them the chart or email them the chart if they need it. But yeah, I'll put it back on there.
Yeah. And for anyone that is listening, tell everyone where they can find you, website, are you on any social media platforms, email, all of it.
Well, my email address is Derek, DEREK, at DCS LEDs.com. And I say it like that because people call it Derek at DC Sleds. So I don't make sleds, but it's DC plural with LEDs. So
Uh-huh.
either or. So they can reach me at that email address. I don't mind if you call me. My phone number is 248-574-3825. And I do have a website. The website is called Shiny Pet. Really easy to remember, shinypet.info. So I have shinypet.info, and you can go there and select the type of dog harness you want. And if you want a dog collar, we can grant you that as well. What we do, we modify the dog harnesses into dog collars, and you could do that yourself if you wanted to, or we already got some already been made, ready, all set for collars, because some people don't like harnesses. They'd rather have a collar. I have a collar for you.
Great.
So those are the email, and they get the website. I'm on social media pages for Facebook and Instagram and all the same. Just look up Shiny Pet or DC's LEDs. Mostly DC's LEDs because it is a trademark. I have that trademarked so it can go further and last longer.
Absolutely. Well, Derek, thank you for sharing all of this. I'm excited for people to hear it, and I'm hoping a lot of dog owners get to sign up and purchase your products.
Brittany, it's been a pleasure talking to you. It's an honor, and I look forward to talking to you again sometime. I'd like to have you on my show as well.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Thank you for tuning in to the Canine Culture Podcast. Please make sure you subscribe to the Canine Culture Podcast on your favorite podcast platform, and make sure you're following us on social media. If you have any recommendations, any topics that you'd like to hear, if you know of any guests that would be good for the show, or if you yourself want to be a guest, please reach out to us. Send us an email at canineculturepodcast@gmail.com, or send us a direct message on social media. Thank you for listening, and please share this with any of your dog-loving friends.